Hi guys, it's Steve at Golf Tech Systems. We are in the Abingdon Demo Centre. Very interesting video for us today. We've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes over the last couple of months, just trying to look at each of the component areas, look at areas that we can tweak, enhance the performance, etc. One of the things we've been really working on is projectors. So we've been doing a lot of projector testing. We've been working also with BenQ, doing some testing with them on different models, etc., where things are heading, technology. And I'm pleased to say we have got a new unit in. This is a new unit to market, so I think it's one of the first ones here in the UK, so very, very special. It's on at the moment. We've been doing some social media posts showing you some comparisons and how this actually stacks up. We'll get straight into it. This projector on paper should not exist in terms of in a golf simulator. Getting down to it straight away, this projector is 2600 lumens in brightness. Now, if you were speccing up a golf simulator, even if we were speccing up a golf simulator, our projectors are always 5000 plus on average. That's normally where we would go. LK from BenQ is 5100. The Panasonics, the VMZs, most people will go around the 6000 or the 5100 or the 6100, etc. The AK 4K projector from BenQ, that's 4000. That's very popular with a lot of home users. But even at that, most golf sim installers and specialists will be pushing in terms of brightness because you need the brightness in the room for the projector to see what you're doing. So when we were going through our projector testing and this projector came in, we were quite skeptical because we were just like, we can't see this working. You know, it's nowhere near in terms of what it should be. However, very pleased to say that when we got it in and turned it on, we were blown away. And I literally mean in terms of what we were seeing, it's crazy good. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this is going to come through on the camera, but in terms of the brightness is actually, when we've done our own light test, it's actually brighter than the LK. It is comparable because of the technology that's in here, especially with the colour wheel. It's very comparable to a projector that's around about 6000 lumens. I know this is going to be confusing because when you look at buying, say, a projector, or if you're a DIYer and you just went on spec online and you're seeing what the manufacturer's saying, if you looked at a projector that said 2600 lumens, you would just discount it. You just go, no, that's not going to work. I know from everybody and the advice that I'm getting, whoever it is from, probably tell you well against it. However, with this new technology, this new way that this projector is set up, this is comparable up to 6000 lumens. So again, don't believe everything you read in terms of numbers. It's always in the testing and it's always when you view these things. So it's very important when you're buying a system or a simulator or DIY components, you know, always use someone that actually is doing this work, this bit of R&D, because sometimes, as I say, it's not straightforward and you need to get advice from people that are doing this day in, day out. You know, people that are actually seeing multiple systems, multiple projectors, multiple setups. It helps because, as I say, one system can be very quite different to another. Anyway, 2600 lumens, it's the colours that make this projector stand out. So the colours are mighty. I'm going to be hand on heart, I've never seen a projector stand out as much as this in terms of its quality. Now, we're just going to go straight in and run some Trackman software. We'll run some flyovers so you can see. So we're just going to do a bit of on-course practice. We're going to go Bethpage for obvious reasons. And we will just load up. But I hope this comes across on the camera because it's really important, and the customers that we've seen this week and the people that have seen this projector have been absolutely blown away by how good this looks. And when you walk into the showroom and you see that, and then you look at the touchscreen, and again, massively 4K high-spec touchscreen, and you're looking at that, this is the first time that I'm saying that these are quite balanced. Now, that doesn't happen. Normally, a touchscreen monitor, even a TV, whatever it is on display, will always look better than a projected image. It's just the way it is. But this is the first time I'm looking at both of those, and I'm seeing more blacks, darker blacks out of that than I am actually out of the touchscreen monitor at the moment, which is actually me preferring that. That makes a big difference. When you're using your golf simulator, when it looks as good as this, you're going to be absolutely loving it. So let's just do a quick flyover. So hopefully you might see a little bit more of the detail in terms of what's going on. But the grass, you can see the grass content. When you get down to the green, the bunkers, the definition around the bunkers, like the darker bits around the bunkers, really start to stand out. I mean, the definition over here, the darker bits there, the rake marks, you can see all of that. As much as you can see it on there, as I say, that edge around that top part of the bunker there is really sharp. The cuts down onto the green, you can see it as clear as day on this projector. It is absolutely mighty. Let's just change hole. Let's just pull up. Let's go to the 8th. I like the 8th. It's a lovely par 3. But again, looking at that image, you can really feel the depth. And that's quite a difficult thing to do sometimes on golf simulators, because sometimes you look at an image and the whole point of using a simulator is when you're stood there about to hit your shot, you get a feel of how far that shot is. It's not just about looking at the number on the screen, hitting the number. You want that projected image to really give you a feel that that's 197 to flag. It looks 197. You know, you're looking at the tee rolling down. You're looking at the bank on the left-hand side rolling down. You want that projector to actually give you that sensation that you're there, that this is what it feels like. And yeah, with this projector, it really, really does. It really does stand out. Let's just have a quick fly over on that. Again, just seeing a bit further down the green, the grasses, how that stands out. As I say, it's whether this comes across on camera or not, I'm not quite so sure. But in real life, in here, it's mighty. So yeah, new projector. There's some new things going on. As I say, we are using Golf Tech Ultra impact screen material. This is a great value screen material, but it's super quality and it works great with 4K. So again, this screen has been really, really popular for us. But pairing this all together, this is where the realism comes from. And this is where we get excited about showing customers stuff like this, because when people come in and they see this, you know, you want that first impression to be, wow, it's that good. And this projector definitely ticks those boxes. There's going to be more information to come out about this. As I say, just wanted to do a quick video, give you a quick glimpse of how it looks. We'll do some overlays. As I say, go to our social media channel on Instagram and Facebook. You'll see some images there of the 7-foot Pebble with the LK projector and this one, so you'll get to see some good kind of befores and after shots of our changeover. But yeah, overall, it is absolutely mighty. If you need more information, you visit us at www.golftechsystems.com.